Hi Moglets. So we're currently on Bones' account. She has recently hit AR 60, and one of my frequent commenters, Cosmic, suggested a God mode Bones. And so that's what we're doing today. It is essentially an account review. Before I started recording, I asked her if you can pick 8 units, and the rest of the units would be sent to the Shadow Realm, you can never use them again, which 8 would you pick? After quite a lot of contemplation, she decided on these 8 units. As a surprise to no one, Ayaka, which is kind of her pride and joy, Kazuha, Zhongli, Bennett, Hu Tao, Xingqiu, Yoimiya, and as perhaps a surprise to more people, especially me, her final pick was Mona. I say that because she really didn't like Mona earlier in the game. I made a couple videos about that because she had a C3 Mona a while ago and I kind of forced her to raise it and I built her and everything. As of now, she has a C5 Mona, so it's kind of hard to ignore, and Mona's a really good character. Honorable mentions include Ito and Venti. She really likes those units as well, but she was like, if I can only have 8 units, then it's like Ito should have a 3rd Geo, and then she was thinking Albedo, but I can't even really show Albedo here because she doesn't have Albedo yet. I believe she will be picking up Albedo next time he comes around, but she also mentioned Ganyu and Shogun, but yeah, those were her 8. So at least for the first part of this video, we're going to go through those 8 characters, check how well she has built them. It would be super embarrassing if any of them are like missing artifacts, because these are her 8 units, dude. But yeah, first of all, Ayaka, her pride and joy. She has been really spamming the Blizzard Strayer domain, trying to really perfect Ayaka. I'm not sure how much luck she has had, but she is built in 4-piece Blizzard with Misc Splitter Reforged, so generally a very good build. Her Ayaka is C2. She beat me fair and square in the Tetris battle, so she earned that. Her Ayaka is also triple crowned. I believe one of the few units that really deserves a triple crown. Taking a look at the attributes here, she has 2200 attack, which is pretty high, I would say. 30 crit rate to 272 crit damage. Damn, climbing up to almost 300% there. No energy recharge really, but who needs energy recharge? And that's 61 cryo. 58 elemental mastery. I don't think she needs a ton unless you're trying to do melts or something, but I don't know how that really works with Ayaka. But I digress, I'd say these are very good attributes. I just kind of want to see how many, oh yeah, oh my god. She has 366 Blizzard Strayers. She has been really trying to perfect her Ayaka, and it shows, because those are some really good stats, but Jesus Christ, I think that's a tiny bit overkill, Bones. And most of them are 5 stars. You can see there's just a little chunk of 4 stars down there. Jesus Christ. But yeah, there's her Ayaka. It's hard to believe she's actually gone through every single one of these and decided that there's nothing better, but I'm not going to, because that's like 300 artifacts. But yeah, very nice Ayaka. Just gonna quickly look at the substats here. 13 crit rate to 12 crit damage, very good plume. Technically could be better, but it's very good. The flower here has 17 crit damage, 11 attack. A little bit of elements mastery and attack, so again, could be actually better, you know. So again, could be better. I would be surprised if there's nothing better in here, but yeah, she's probably focusing more on this stuff. Here on the Sands, 8.6 crit rate, 19 crit damage, a little bit of death, but I think it only rolled once. Still, for Sands, very good substats. The Goblet has 28 crit damage and 10% attack on it. Couple of bad stats there, but still very good. And finally, the Circlet of Logos. That definitely could have rolled better. It went mostly to flat attack. We got 1 attack proc and no crit rate proc. So I'm not going to be rebuilding her units, but it's hard to believe that there's nothing better in all of these artifacts. I'll give a quick look through the crit damage circlets. Oh no, they are actually all bad. Okay, well, Bones just hasn't had the best luck, it seems. 11 crit damage Blizzard Strayer circlets, and this is the best one with 1100 flat HP. All right, well, sorry, Bones. Still, very good Ayaka with even a little bit more potential if she keeps up that Blizzard Strayer grind. We're gonna go through the rest of the units rather quickly. I just wanted to spend a little extra time on Ayaka because, again, it's her pride and joy here. Next up, we have Kazuha, built with Elements Mastery, it seems, because he has 936 of it. That is kind of how you build Kazuha, with just as much Elements Mastery as possible, though she was kind of saying she misses her DPS Kazuha that can just do a lot of damage. I mean, he still can do solid damage, but of course not as much with pure Elements Mastery. Her Kazuha also has the Freedom Sworn. Mine doesn't. I'm a little bit jealous, but that's what it is. Nearly 1,000 elemental mastery, which means her units are getting nearly 40% extra elemental damage bonus when he swirls their element, which is very nice. And of course, we're going 4-piece Viridescent. I don't think there's another way to build him. Great. Next, we have Zhongli, indispensable unit, in my opinion. He's so good. You don't even need to really be good, and he gives you extra damage, so it's nice. You know, his shield is so strong. We're looking at 36k HP here. I kind of forgot if that was not a lot. I don't pay attention to Zhongli stats too much because it doesn't really matter. You can build him bad and he's still gonna have a strong ass shield. Kind of a damagey Zhongli here with 64 crit rate, 132 crit damage. Very nice. 75% geo damage bonus. What is her build? 4-piece tenacity. I think that is probably the best build for him. That's what I have him built in as well, but I haven't really explored too many other options. But it seems like this is the correct set for him just based on the 4-piece. I'm kind of curious. Okay, she's going HP Sands, Geo bonus, and crit damage. Yeah, I mean, his crit ratio is actually really good, and he's rocking Deathmatch. I personally use Favonius for him. What's his energy recharge, actually? I didn't really check that out. 109. See, Bones actually has a C2 Zhongli, which means when Zhongli does his burst, everyone gets a shield. The only thing I can really recommend, not that this is like a advice video or anything, try and get a bit more energy recharge, and Favonius would help you with that, especially when you have a C2 Zhongli. Like in most cases, his E is enough, but I was fighting those 3 Lectors the other day, and if you're not super careful, they can eat through Zhongli's shield really quick, and it's kind of nice to have a backup shield via his burst, or, you know, his E that you didn't use because of the burst. That's all I can really say there. Otherwise, nice Zhongli. Next up, we have Binny Boy. Most important for him is base attack for that boost. Crit ratio is a little bit off there. Perhaps swap the crit damage with a crit rate. That would solve that problem more or less. Otherwise, built in 4-piece Crimson, which I would say is perfectly fine if you have a Oblige set somewhere else in your team. And as far as I know, she doesn't usually, I don't think she has any units with Oblige actually. Maybe Mona? No, Mona has Emblem, which is, I would say, the better set, but yeah. As for the weapon, Festering Desire is really good for Binny, but again, his base attack is the most important to increase his attack boost. Besides that, you have an unused Aquila, level 90, like the highest base attack weapon in the game. Otherwise, there's the Alley Flash with a massive base attack on it as well, even higher than some 5 stars. I'm gonna switch that just to check out his base attack now. It's 865. That is a pretty big difference. That's a noticeable difference for his burst, which is currently crowned. But you'll probably watch this video. For now, I'm gonna swap back to Festering Desire because of course the energy recharge is good. I don't know if the better attack boost is worth the kind of useless physical damage bonus on Aquila, but it's something to consider at least. And perhaps getting your energy recharge from artifacts. Actually, you could take the hit. You have 251% energy recharge on your Binny. You could take the hit. Just give him Aquila. I'm not gonna do anything though. Next up, we have Hu Tao, which is pretty much my favorite unit. So I have a pretty good like idea. Staff of Homa, best in slot naturally. Cool. What's the consolation actually? C1? That's like the most important. No more stamina usage on charge attack. That's really nice. Build-wise, we're going 4-piece Crimson. Again, the pretty much recommended set. Oh wow, I actually did not know she double crowned Hu Tao, because I actually don't see her using Hu Tao that much, but she is double crowned. How about her overall attributes? Again, that 36k HP, very good. 57 to 212 crit damage. I'd say that's perfectly acceptable. 61 pyro. Yeah, you know, it's a pretty good Hu Tao, maybe a little lacking on crit rate. That 128 Elements Mastery, I'd say is good as well. Hu Tao basically needs all the stats, so it's a little bit hard to juggle, but I'd say she did a very good job here. Next up, Water Dude, aka Xingqiu. Sacrificial? Yes, of course, sacrificial. What else are you gonna use with Xingqiu? Very good sword. Also 4-star, which is a plus. Oh, I actually did not know she ran 4-piece Oblige on her Xingqiu. Okay, well then ignore the thing about Binny over there, because I'm pretty sure she runs Xingqiu and Binny together a lot, so you only need 1 unit in your team with Oblige. Probably, preferably, I would have Xingqiu in Emblem of Severed Fate and Binny in Oblige. I'm not sure if it's worth all the hassle though, unless you could just give Xingqiu's set to Binny, and then you have a decent emblem already that you could just swap around. But yeah, how about attributes? 1200 attack. Most important is energy recharge for him, and he does have a massive amount at 239, so definitely more than enough there. But even the crit ratio is actually really good, 64 to 121, 66 hydro. So yeah, very nicely built Xingqiu. I think all of her units are better built than mine, honestly. How about the talents? Oh, no crowns. I don't think Xingqiu really needs the crowns. I wouldn't be opposed to crowning his burst. That's like some crazy damage. Like it goes up 6%, but you have to understand the duration and the amount of swords that are raining down. That is an insane multiplier. Next up, we have Yoimiya. She actually really likes Yoimiya. I actually do see her using her quite often. What's the weapon we got? Rust. Yeah, I think that's probably her best free-to-play bow. I don't know. Yeah, she currently only has Elegy and Skyward. So Rust, I would say, is a very good free-to-play option. I mean, normal attack damage by 80%, which is the bulk of her DPS. So yeah, it makes sense. Artifact set is Shimenawa. Again, I do think this is a good set for her. I have heard some arguments that like her burst is good. It does have utility. Personally, I don't think either of us really like her burst all that much and use it, so I think Shimino is fine. Her Yoimiya is currently C0, so not really much to talk about there. Overall attributes, you have 2100 attack, 86 elements mastery, maybe could use a little bit more there. Pretty good crit ratio though, 65 to 151. 0 energy recharge. Gotta respect it. And 46 pyro damage bonus. Overall, I'd say very good Yoimiya, especially if you could get a little bit more elements mastery. And finally, Mona. What's Mona currently rocking? Solar Pearl. Not bad, not bad. I also know she uses Klee a fair amount, which is currently using Widsith. I think Widsith would probably be better for Mona as well. I mean, you actually do have another R5 Widsith here. Personally, I probably wouldn't raise a second one and would just, you know, swap them out unless you have to use Klee and Mona together for some reason. But yeah, Solar Pearl I'd say is perfectly fine. Widsith is a good option too, but yeah. And her Mona currently has 5-piece emblem. I'm absolutely sure she knows that you don't need 5 pieces and that doesn't do anything, but maybe it just all worked out together. If I do have any complaints about her stats, then it's pretty easy to just replace one. Skill and burst are all but crowned. Level 12, 885%. That's crazy. Does it go up to 940? Almost a 1000% damage multiplier. And yeah, her Mona is C5. But yeah, let's quickly check out Mona's stats real quick. 247 energy recharge. I think that's good. She gets a lot of bonuses from energy recharge and again from the set. 96 elements of mastery, 46 to 144. Could use a little bit more crit rate, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's pretty hard to get crit rate. 46 hydro. Yeah, you know, overall, pretty solid. Would try and get a little more crit rate. But yeah, those were her 8 units. So there's a lot to an account. Let's go ahead and start with achievements. Just take a quick look through them. So she has lots of 100%. What is she missing though? Collect the entire, okay, yeah, that's one of those book series. I haven't really done that either. Challenger series 2, defeat the unusual Hilichurl 50 times. Yeah, that just is a lot of farming. Defeat Magokinki while he is taunting you. That's a very specific one. Not much in series 5, but I think these are the ones you have to specifically go for. So yeah, that's understandable if she's not like specifically achievement hunting. Finish listening to the tale of the Ring of Raining Blades and Cliffhanger. Isn't that some daily quest? 20,000 Adeptal Energy and 2 Realm Layouts, 600 Furnishings. I think this is more Serena Teapot stuff. I don't really blame her for not taking too much care about that. And then we have some Inazuma stuff here. I don't think she's done too much with Inazuma either. She always says she doesn't like Inazuma very much because of all those weird puzzles and the Electro stuff all over the place. More Inazuma, the fishing stuff. Well, she's pretty close to the 500 fish here. I don't even have the catch yet. Yeah, in Kanomiya and I guess the Chasm. Yeah. Overall achievements are at 468. I'm quite sure I don't have that many, even though I have specifically achievement hunted for a couple videos. Let's go and take a look at her inventory as well. She has an R2 Unforged that she hasn't raised yet, which again, I can't really blame her because I don't know who would really take most advantage of this when you also have an R2 Gravestone and Redhorn Stone Thresher. I mean, it definitely doesn't sound like a bad greatsword. It's kind of like Wolf's Gravestone, but for bosses. Because Wolf's Gravestone, you know, to get that attack boost, you need to get an enemy down to like 30% HP, which also goes to the entire team. This one is more selfish in that it only goes to the person wielding it. R3 Skyward Harp increases crit damage by 30%. Besides that, you know, she has a couple of the important signature weapons like Mist Splitter, Staff of Homa, Red Horn for Ito. Guess that's pretty much it. She also has a Primordial Jade Cutter, Freedom Sworn for Kazuha, a lot of 4 stars as well. Catch, Deathmatch. Overall, a very good variety of weapons raised. She's kind of like me when it comes to artifacts. She has 1300 right now, and I would assume most of them are indeed 5 stars. Let's scroll down to, yeah, here. So I know about 70%, yes, are 5 stars. It always gets out of hand unless you're like super on top of it, always salvaging the stuff you don't need or throwing it in the strong box or whatever. Jesus Christ, why do you have so many heroes wit? 1500 heroes wit, 2100 experience, and 1200 of the small. You could god mode like 4 characters. Stop going for ley lines, you don't need it anymore. Also 13.5 million gold. Yeah, just stop touching ley lines altogether for a while. 3300 divining scrolls. Oh, I'm really jealous about that 1300 Whopper Flower Nectar. Apparently she is going for an Animo character at one point with 44 Hurricane Seeds. I don't see why you would ever have that many unless you are specifically going for someone, but I don't know who that would be right now. 35 Runic Fangs, I believe she is also going to try and get Yelan. So many of these books for some reason, 48, 89, and 22. That's basically enough to get all talents to 8, maybe even higher. Nothing super standoutish in food, I guess. Neither of us use food super often for anything, so that's not surprising. Miscellaneous stuff, those prototypes, lots of prototypes, some Radiant Spin Crystals. Neither of us have really started farming those yet. And then Serenity Teapot stuff. But yeah, 83 glitter, 11,000 dust. Yeah, I mean, I actually don't even blame her for not buying this stuff because she has so much of it already. How much of this? 4,500 Mystic Enhancement Ores. No matter what game she's playing, she's always the hoarding type. Like, she needs 10 times as much as an entire character would need at all times. She does like to use her Acquaint Feints pretty much as soon as she gets them, so she has 3 of those. What about Intertwined? 2 of those. I guess she also uses those pretty regularly. Can also go to the map real quick just to see the exploration complete. Mondstadt seems to be fully done. Dragonspine done. Liyue looks like completely done except for the Chasm at 62%. It's pretty new though, so it's understandable. So everything except Chasm, 100% over there. I imagine Inazuma is going to be a different story because she's not too fond of Inazuma in general. But we have 100, 98, and 100. Okay, more than I was expecting. Watatsumi is sitting at 64% though. And then Sairai is at 93, Tsurumi 94, Inkanomiya at 65. Oh, but the Chasm down here is at 85%. So I guess out here is just the outside area where she has 62%. Guess we can take a quick look at her Serenity Teapot as well. Not much going on outside. I think I see a couple of like pre-sets. So like sets for characters and stuff. Let's check inside. Yeah, that seems to be completely empty. Which characters is Bones actually missing? Albedo, Kokomi, Shinha, Miko, and the newest Ayato. I actually thought she was missing more than just 5 characters out of our over 40. But yeah, I don't think there's too much else to an account review. I decided to not do any gameplay because at the end of the day, it'd be me playing and not Bones. And besides that, it's an account review, just reviewing what is inside the account. But yeah, make sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below. Also, by the time I upload this, it is probably around Bones' birthday. So make sure to leave her a happy birthday message in the comments down below. I'm sure she'll be reading the comments as she always does. So yeah, it would be sweet. Dropping a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.